3 3-minute rounds. Let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, representing Guerrilla Fight Team, it's Adam Cowling. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner and representing First Legion and Gracie Barra Leicester, it's Thomas Bay.
Back-to-back flyweight contests here for about 5 of this AFC 9 card. We have Adam Cowling, Guerrilla Fight Team, taking on debutant Thomas Bates. Our third man in the cage for this one is Mr. Dean Weir.
Nice touch gloves to get started, and Bates throwing nice left hook.
Beautiful front kick by Bates.
And Cowling
Gerard Butler-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, and returns the favour, does Cowling.
Battle of the front kicks here.
Yeah, Bates moving around nicely. May have just dug a little bit low there. Cowling quite happy to continue. Like I say, it's beautiful catch of the leg and trip from Bates. I was going to say Bates.
Third time lucky there.
I was going to say Bates looks very comfortable considering his opponent has got 4 fights.
But he's climbing those shoulders with his guard. He could be looking for an armbar or a triangle here.
It looks like he's trying to grab the arm, but he hasn't decided whether or not he's going to go for the triangle yet.
And he's going for the triangle. He's committed to that.
Yeah. Easy escape for Bates.
Bates just slips out, looking for side control, looking for that pass, but Cowling's got a tricky guard. He's moving with him.
Yeah, he pulled the right leg there looking for the triangle choke, but the left was, it didn't really follow it, so there was never any chance of locking that up. Easy escape for Bates.
Yeah.
And straight out into side control now, looking to pass. But like you say, the guard play of Cowling, pretty good as he regains full guard somehow and possibly
we're back to this
again
position
where we were.
again. Maybe switch it up and look for the armbar this time. Just noticing that Bates is up, he's postured high. And
Bates
there we go. And he's standing up now, and that's what you want to do in a triangle, but not in an armbar.
Bates stepped across again to the wrong side and basically give the armbar. No, I think he's lost it, he has, but it's who gets to the feet quicker. Bates on this occasion.
But Cowling inserts himself on Bates' hips very nicely. And we've got the takedown.
Yeah, looking for the double leg. Bates concedes it in the end, thought about trying to get back to his feet there. Just looking to control the head of Cowling.
And even though they're in Cowling's corner right now, it's Bates that's doing the listening to his corner. They're telling him, push on the head, push on the head. And Cowling can't really settle in this takedown right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on the wrong side to try and drag the legs through. So he stepped across now. So he's going to look to try and get the takedown and pass. Nope.
Now if Cowling can get...
grabs the cage. He'll probably get a warning for that off the referee because it's improved his position. Fortunately, Cowling, the refs let it slide because Cowling's still got both legs. He's got the grip.
And he's shooting through that underhook to manipulate Cowling's left arm. But Cowling's got this deep.
Yeah, but he's not, like you say, he's not in the right position.
Minus cage grab, he would have been.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like I said, he stepped across. He had the position that time, but the cage grab kept it. He's let go of the double now. He's looking for the single. Needs to be wary of it. Now he's in the position where he can work. Looking to posture up and throw right.
And he's just using that cage to his advantage. No solid base set there by Cowling, but there was nowhere Bates could really go with his head against the cage.
Yeah, Bates got the shield up. Managed to do his best at keeping Cowling from inflicting as much damage as possible. Just getting a warning there off Dean Weary's Thomas Bates. Like I say, just for grabbing the cage. And for only the second time this evening, we have reached the end of this the first round.
And a closely contested round as well. Both guys had the moments, landed some solid shots and had their fair share of the grappling exchanges. I would edge it towards Cowling, in my opinion.
Yeah, good guard play off his back.
Yeah. Finished the round strong, landed some clear and concise shots on the ground, but it was very back and forth for a lot of the round.
No, I would agree with that. Cowling doing well, sorry, not Cowling. Bates doing well to get the takedown initially. But not doing much on top. Like I say, Cowling throwing out 2 arm bars, possible triangle choke, which Bates managed to escape from, and then spent the majority of the time basically sat up in Cowling's corner. But we are all set for round number 2 here.
AFC
AFC 9.
Yeah.
live from the York Barbican. Flyweight action in the cage for those watching online via pay-per-view.
Beautiful left kick there by Cowling. Just hits the arms, but they're the ones that sometimes can break your arm.
Yeah, we saw, actually, during the intermission, Tom Bates' corner. Man who came in, he had 2 broken arms.
I know. I can only think he's had corrective surgery, maybe, if he's a striker, but
yeah.
you very rarely see it.
Bates taking the centre of the cage at the moment, looking to cut the corner down, pen Cowling in.
And Cowling's throwing some good shots, but it's Bates that's on the front foot right now, and he's come out with a little bit of fire, probably knowing he's down.
Yeah, he's not landed anything, and that left hook, the looping left hook, seems to. I mean, I don't want to sound rude. He's throwing it from across the street, as I call it. That was better.
Beautiful body shot there, and he's
and
got Cowling's attention.
That was the difference. The right hand, he punched straight. The left hook, he sort of threw it from behind him. And Cowling's been telegraphing it now. Cowling's shooting in. The body shot did look like it hurt him, Dan.
It did. It stood, and then the follow-up stood him up straight, and it really got his attention.
A couple of good left and rights, as you said, Dan.
But a beautiful transition from being in danger to hitting that sweet double leg takedown. Yeah, sees Cowling on top now, but Bates is working his guard.
Bates did well to reclaim guard there, pushing down on the head, effectively not allowing Cowling to do much from here. Now, if he seems quite content just to hold him here, and Cowling, he's not really looking to mount much of an offence. So referee Dean Weir will have a close look at this and look to stand it up if the action does slow.
And Cowling's looking like he's happy to be in this position, and my theory is that body shot hurt him a lot more than he tried to let on. Yeah, it looked like he jumped into cold water. He shot up straight and stiff, and it's kind of the reverse of what a body shot would do.
Yeah, beautiful straight right hand from Bates on that occasion. And like we were saying, that's the difference between clean, concise punching. Not necessarily, we knew that it was going to hurt his opponent, but you could hear the snap, you could see it land, how quick it was in comparison to the left hook that he was throwing.
It looked like a little piston to that left side of the body.
And Cowling, at the moment, looking to stay on top, try and take this round via rule book, or hang around in this position for as long as possible. Like I said, I think he's thrown 1 shot, which is a short left hand.
Which is a total 180 from what we saw in the first round by Cowling, which maybe he's just buying some time trying to rest that rib up, trying to figure out what it is, you know.
Yeah, no, Dean Weir was moving in there, looked like he was possibly going to stand him up. The 10-second count comes in. So this might find its way to the end of the second, which it does. So much better round on that occasion from Bates. Now, knowing the officials as we do, that's a close round, because yes, Cowling did get the takedown, but he did nothing
with it, and it was Bates who was the active guy. But I mean, I've been there, I've had friends and teammates that have been there, and the guy who's active on the bottom, you can be active all you want, you can throw all the shots in the world, but it's almost like, oh yeah, the guy's on top, he's winning. You know, we know from jiu-jitsu that isn't the case, but this is MMA, and
absolutely.
You know, that clock's ticking when you're on top, and it's a controlling position.
And that's it. It depends how the referee, not the referees, how the judges look at it. The guys watching online may argue that, like I say, Cowling on the front foot for the first half of the round eventually got taken down. And whilst both fighters did nothing, did Cowling do enough via rule book to take that round? We saw a sort of similar situation for 3 rounds. Again, I mentioned Matt Inman in the last fight. A similar fight with him and Ali Arish on FCC a number of years ago. A lot of people saying Ali did nothing to win the fight, but at the end of the day, the rule book is the rule book. So in we go to round number 3. Cowling versus Bates, flyweight action here, AFC 9 at the Barbican here in York.
Now if you're Bates, fake that jab and drop it straight to the body, test it. Let Cowling know it's still there, see how he reacts.
And Cowling's, he's moving around.
Nice kick to the body there by Cowling. Oh, and he's looking for that liver, but he gets caught with a 1-2 by Bates.
Yeah, I was going to say, right before he proved me wrong, Cowling just seems a little bit slow. He just sort of backed off, didn't really seem to be the same movement in the legs anymore, and then he comes out, lands a left low kick and fires in another body kick there, eats one.
He needs to feint a few to the head at least, even if he's not going to throw him, because you know, being a southpaw, you've got that liver kick all day, and he's got some speed on that kick. Beautiful catch and right hand there by Cowling.
I'd like to see Bates adopt your tactic, Dan. I'd like him to see, as Rocky would have been told, punch him in the chest, punch through him, test the sternum.
That's it, and there's a nice red welt, especially through amateur gloves, on Cowling's left side where that right
Good
hand
left
landed.
hand.
Beautiful by Bates. This is going to come down to the wire, Chris.
Yeah, close round again thus far. Couple of minutes still to go. Very lazy shot, but he somehow manages to get across the cage and get Bates down.
Now
so
Bates,
who are we to say?
yeah. Bates has got his back to the fence and he's got to show some urgency. He's been taking it on the feet here, especially the last couple of rounds. He's had the more significant shots.
And he's in his own corner, so he's in an ideal. And again, we're in the same position where I said, Cowling, to me, he's on the wrong side. He's not able to posture up from there because Bates will come out to his right side and get up. So is he quite content to just hold his opponent down?
If you're Cowling right now, you want to scoop those legs and you want to drag him off that cage, and you want to get your body between your opponent and the cage and allow yourself some movement.
Yeah, no, I can't really think of a better way to describe it, but Bates looks like he's going for a half-assed guillotine. He's not going to get it from there, so he needn't pull. Now, I say he's not going to get it from there.
He's looking tight.
His arms aren't, his legs, sorry, he's not in a position where Cowling's too high. There you go, when he pops out. Now he's in half. Is he in half or full? I can't see because of the ring post.
He's got a butterfly in on the left-hand side there, Chris, and but he's getting stacked. Cowling's doing the right things here. He's stacking him, but you've got to watch that left arm of Cowling because Bates is looking for that triangle.
Yeah, I was going to say he's throwing up the right leg for the triangle, but the left is trapped. He's got the knee bar across the hips that Cowling's sitting heavy on, Dan. So final 10 seconds of this fight, and I think it may just be getting away from Thomas Bates.
It could be indeed, and Cowling's done a lot more from the top position in this round.
And for the first time tonight, Dan, we will go to the judges' scorecard. Tough one, but I think, like I said, the first and the third round for me, Cowling did enough.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The second one was more even.
It was more of a two good fighters essentially cancelling each other out.
Yeah,
but it had its exciting moments and it had a barrage of significant shots from both sides that looked like there could have been potential fight enders for the second, but they both battled on and they took it 3 rounds, and for me, you know, great back and forth fight.
Yep, spot on, Dan. 2 very, very talented flyweight amateurs putting it all on the line here for your pleasure at Almighty Fighting Championships 9. We will go to the judges' scorecards and we will go in cage in a few moments. Our MC Lee Nicholson will make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your appreciation for both fighters this afternoon? It's a grueling contest that has gone the distance, and so after 3 rounds of action, we head to the judges' scorecards where we have a unanimous decision for your winner in the red corner, Adam Cowling. And your appreciation, please, for Thomas Bates.